welcome back. EUC Learn Along. Hello. What's going on today? Well, let's start where we left off. So we did a little PVS series. We got PVS set up. Had some little issues with failover. Come to find out, licensing, very important. So, working on that, but our PVS environment shut down, limited on space. We'll look at some cool stuff today for our end users. But before we do that, I'm not sure if I mentioned in the last video, but we got our, subscriptions load balanced. I'm going to set that up. Not really needed, but got Studio load balanced as well, and that was a pain. Had to use our friends over at World of EUC to figure out the last couple pieces, but we got it. So just to walk you through it, in case you have trouble, and this video has nothing to do about this, but we'll go through it anyway. Of course, you import your servers. I got a lot of stuff, same components, multiple components on one server. Had to add those in, create a new monitor. What I call it? Studio, of course. Yep, just like that. Doing big things. Created my service group for Studio. Used SSL. Did that before with Storefront. Got our monitor bound. Oh man. We got our virtual server set up. Got our IP. Got DNS record created. Got our cert certificate linked, offloaded. And we got a rewrite policy. So we did a bunch of those. Yeah, they all look like that. Bam. Go back. Actions. Login. So I was getting some funny issues with login and with the cert. So I checked my certs. I did just have the wildcard, but I went ahead and imported. I didn't have a intermediate cert. I called it that. We got our root cert. And I linked it to our wildcard. I think I did. Uh-oh. Interwebs is acting up. Is it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's going slow. We'll give it a second. Man, my throat. Sync cert links. Yep, I did link it. Still getting funny issues. Then again, I found the link. I'll post it. Had to make some edits to some JSON files. Program files, Citrix Web Studio, site assets, JSON, manifest. Got both sites added in there. Missed the comma the first time. That caused some other issues. But I set up my DNS record for the proxy, and it started working. So did that on both servers. We are good to go. Don't forget this comma if you got multiple servers. But anyhow, I wasted some time on that. I learned a little bit. I figured I'd share, but let's get back to what we want to go over. All right, so we got our server. We'll log in as our non-domain account. This will be our connecting endpoint. But we want to go back and review. Yeah, let me log in. An item that I couldn't get working. Man, it's probably been 10 videos ago. I don't remember. Had all those acronyms. CSI, CQI, graphics indicator. So there was a plug-in piece that, oh, that don't sound good. That I could not get working. And we looked at it. I think I was on version 2407 for infrastructure and the VDA. I think I tried 2407 and 2409 workspace app. I tried early access release for 2409, which we have now. That is not on ear. Anyhow, couldn't get to work. Even tried the reg key. But we're going to try it now. I already know it's going to work, but we got this new environment. We're on 2411. Everything's up to date. VDA, Citrix Workspace app. Got the bugs worked out. Here, we'll try out our new link. No. Again, I don't need to pre-populate that. I got Edge to remember my stuff. Doing big things. And not only will we look at this, we'll look at this with a conjunction of a couple other things. In conjunction, not conjunction of. In conjunction with a few other pieces. We want to give our users the power to do things for themselves, and we can eliminate other teams in the process. Maybe that's not a good thing. But if we look at Director, they got all these cost optimizations, cost right sizing. They got all these terms to save money using their tool instead of having all this resources. Might as well. That's what we're doing. We're eliminating jobs. All right, did it log in yet? Almost there. Going wild down there. All right. I think everything's up. So we need to go back and create this policy. And I already looked it up. It is click. Huh. Click. No. Well, I guess we gotta wait. It's highlighted. Refresh. What's going on? Maybe it's all that screaming. Policies. There we go. Take your time. I'm going to close Director. We don't need to look at that. All right, policies. Guess we need to get this other stuff I want to look at going. Storefront. Yay. All right, so we looked at policies already. We got policies and group policy management. We looked at that. I'm not going to mess with that. I'll just use... do we want to mess with that? I said we would. That would be the only place we put policies, but we're okay. We'll just mess with the unfiltered. All right, and what was it called? Plugin virtual. Mm, virtual channel plugin manager. All right, edit. Use default value. Microsoft Teams, the only one supported. Let's add, copy, paste, save, save. Got robots out there. All right, and we got our setting. Mm. So let's see it in action. So this covers a wide range of our end users, if you think about it. So if you deploy the Citrix Workspace app, or you allow users to install it from Microsoft Store, Company Portal, Web Link, whatever, this plugin is available through there. But say they miss it, or you deploy this out through your endpoint management solution, doesn't install, bad switch command, who knows? Stuff happens all the time. You can do it this way. All right, so what do we need to do? Log in. All right, so I also have removed some pieces from the login through here. Since I got it pulled up, we can look at that. Manage authentication methods. I went ahead and configured trusted domains. Uncheck that, but just cleaning things up as I go and showing you all and for myself what's going on. All right, so we got that. All right, let's log into our. Well, oh, we can look at that too. I'm gonna cancel that. I need to change this account. Use Workspace app. There we go. And that's another thing I got working. I got Citrix Web going. Hooray! We'll look at it as a bonus. Ooh, we'll see if that. We'll test that out too. All right, so we got our HDX connection. We got our desktop viewer. We got Teams and VLC being layered through app packages, FlexApp 1 and MSIX. So we'll launch Teams. And apparently group policy, or not policy, but profile management can't get this widget thing. It does not save those settings. So that's a good to know. Need to set this via GPO. Alright, so I'll close you. Ooh. I don't know about these backgrounds. That's a little too much. Okay. Alright. Oh my god. Something is misclicking. Where? Oh, where? There's Teams. Let's launch you. Disk management. Okay, it's attached. Alright, so we got Teams going. Am I going to get anything from Citrix? Maybe we need to let it settle. You gonna install? You gonna show me anything? Teams. Not getting anything. So I have been messing with these machines. I think I got the plugin removed off of it. Well, let's look at. Let's close that. Let's go here. Citrix Workspace. Citrix admin. Oh, excuse me. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I agree. Detect again. Store web. Continue. Already installed. Cancel. All right. Let's launch. Teams. Teams. All right. Am I going to get any prompt? There we go. All right. So mess around too much on the lab machines, but we got our prompt from Citrix. All right. It's probably not good that they can skip this or do whatever, but hey, we can install the Teams plugin and hopefully in the future other plugins, WebEx, Discord, whatever else to optimize all these media type programs. So this is pretty cool. Users will get this prompt. They can do whatever they want with it. That's on them. And we can say, hey, when you install the Workspace app on your BYOB, your personal machine, or even your enterprise machine, it gives you the option to check it. You know you're going to use Teams. They didn't check it. We even have this plugin set up to where they launch their VDI session. If they launch Teams, it comes up. And they just skipped it. Whatever. Alright, so I'm going to close this. I'll close that. I'm going to sign out. I don't know why it wasn't working on the other one. Let's go back. But we know the policy works. I'm going to try again on this machine because I know I don't have it installed. Probably something's going on with the start menu. Oh, there it goes. It's just slow. Maybe that's not giving it enough time. Yep, it's removed. Got it. All right, let's try it again. Need to get it to work on our test machine. Alright, so now we can deploy plugins via policy for our managed environment. And if I can get this to work, we'll see if nope, there's the widget again. Profile management does not do that. I like a simple, elegant desktop. I should probably just pin Teams. Okay, it's working now. I think our endpoint just had a big slowdown. So I'll close this. I'll close that. I'll sign out. We'll let that close. And we'll try through our gateway using web. That was another thing I was looking at, is getting HTML to work internally, and then you got to set up some certs. All right, we got a unified gateway. We'll access our virtual apps and desktops. Let's see if we can get this plugin to work. I haven't read too much on that. About account settings. Alright, so it's using web by default. Cool. Alright, so let's click on Windows 11. Looking good. Awesome. It's going to be real slow though. Oh my goodness. All right, so while that's going, we'll give it some time. We'll go back to our infrastructure server. Yep, everything's running slow. So we can deliver plugins, or a plugin now. We got unified experience set up. We can deploy the workspace app through our storefront server. Oh, this is new too, but I'm not really looking into that. But so we can do plugins and we can do the workspace app. So right now it's just using Citrix. So more than likely they're getting the current release at that time, and it will hopefully update on those unmanaged devices. And then we have a policy internally for our enterprise devices to update to, I think, the LTSR, the latest. Or you can set a repository somewhere on your storefront server or through a remote server, and you can set whatever version you want. All right, so now we can deliver plugins and we can deliver the workspace app when they access storefront and their VDA. So that's cool. All right, so power to the people. Along with that, I think we kind of quickly looked at pin links, and I did set this up. We can double down. Say they ignore the plugin. Say they're not installing the workspace app. Let's add some more links. Hey, did you read any of this stuff that came up? No, I just clicked and it didn't work. Or I clicked and it's just using the web and my microphone isn't working. Well, you need to use the full client. Yeah. So that's probably when this would come into play, is to use the installed app only. But anyhow, reading is essential, but you can always put more items. Just have 20 links. Hey, here's click on this, and this is how you install the app. Hey, did you not read the first link? Look at this link. You could do that. You can do all 20 links going to the same link with just different words. Or you can post KBs, knowledge base, saying, hey, this is what you need to do. Or you can create internal or external websites, custom web pages, have a whole bunch of stuff detailed in that. That'd be cool. But let's go back to our server. Oh man. Alright, so we got the Chinese hackers. That's great. But it looks like it is not working. So I'm not getting the prompt for the plugin. So maybe HTML, I would assume anyway, wouldn't work. Need to use the full client. Alright, so we'll close you. Yes. Log back on. I did lower that timer to like a minute. All right, so we got our links up here. Again, if you got links up here, I would probably caution to know who's accessing what. So if you got one store and it's got internal and external access, probably don't want to have internal intranet sites posted up here. But yes, we can do a lot of things. Account settings, use the workspace app, open, agree, detect again. There we go. All right, let's launch it. Let's install it this time. Oh man. Ooh, maybe I should have logged off and then logged back in. No. All right, so it's got, oh, there it goes. I'm just not patient. All right, so we know this only works with using the Citrix Workspace app. All right, kind of figured that. We're going to go ahead and install. See what happens. Is installed. Restart your virtual desktop session for changes to take effect. Well, we kind of signed out, but that was a quick install. I'm a call. Oh, there it goes. Installation complete. All right, so Citrix, you got to calm down a little too fast. All right. So we go to programs and features. There we go. Bringing in the new year with Microsoft Teams VDI Citrix plugin. Cool stuff. All right, so we kind of turned a short video into a long one, but we added in a whole bunch of other stuff. So to recap, we got Studio load balanced. Just did a quick overview because we know how to set those rewrite policies. We know how to do all that stuff and just shared out what you need to do with those JSON files. We looked at the plugin manager, quick, easy policy. So we can deliver that. Let users install it. If they don't want to install it, you can use pinned. What's it called? Pin links. Pin links up here to the download. Have a whole array of links up here. All right. And we also showed that we can deliver the Workspace app through here. All right, so if we go back to our VDA, our endpoint, if we go to about, download workspace configuration, we don't need that. But when we go to download this app, it's downloading it from Citrix website. And I'm pretty sure that's the latest. Or we can set our own. But once they authenticate and get access to Storefront, they can do all this stuff themselves. We just eliminated a whole nother team and created cost savings. Yeah. But anyhow, said that like 5 times. We're doing some cool stuff. I think this is a nifty little thing. The pin links, the plugin manager. I'm pretty sure they'll keep developing on that and do some cool things. But I learned some cool stuff. I hope you did too.